Down right there. Let's wait and see who's going to be the first in the chat today. We're going to ask everyone which personality type are you? Introvert? Introvert, extra. Wait a second, what's the other one's called? Extrovert? Ambivert? I see we have 2 folks and 2 likes. I'm just typing the poll today, everybody. Give me one moment here. All right, the poll has been set. You can vote away. Wow, everybody's in here. Tucker, Jens, Peter, Nicole, Sharon. Nicole said, Steven, Apollo, and Leyla, and fam. You're only today, my friends. Wow, first again. Hello, king and queen. Hearts for you. Thank you, Sharon. We're asking today, what kind of personality do you have? Introverted, extroverted, or ambiverted? Vote, vote, vote. Tap, tap, tap those likes. It's another beautiful day here. The rain has gone away, and we get to play outside in the sunshine today. Isn't that nice, Apollo? Isn't that nice, little girl? I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday so far. The king and queen definitely are. Connie's in the chat. Hi, Connie. Welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't seen today's short yet, Apollo and Leyla and even Steven got Cartoon Network-atized. So you can check that out after the stream for the cuteness overload. Peter said, before I vote, Steven, I don't quite understand what the words in the poll mean. So Peter, introverted is a personality where you basically like staying to yourself, you're pretty shy. Extroverted is like you like going out, being the center of attention, talking to a bunch of people. And ambiverted is like you're a mixture of both, like depending on the situation, the environment, the time. Apollo. Nicole said, I think I am ambivert. Combo of the two. Sometimes I prefer to be alone and not notice, but there are moments I want to stand out. Jen said, yes, check the new short from today. Make sure you like as well. Bunch of hellos for Connie and King Thor and Jens. I think I'm definitely introverted. I prefer to be just me and my dogs most of the time. Definitely not extroverted. I guess I can be too, but like 90% of the time, no. Luann's is in the chat with the double white hearts. Peter, you're gonna go for the third one? I think most people are probably a mixture. It just depends on like what the ratio is. Like, are you extroverted 10% of the time, 50%, 90%? Hello, Chuckin. Welcome, welcome. We got a couple votes so far, not too many. I'll wait till we get a little bit more to see how the poll is doing. So the Knicks play their playoff game at 3:30 today. Kind of right smack in the middle of where we typically go live. So I think we're gonna try to keep the live in the afternoon a little bit earlier. I'll probably start between like 2:30 and 3 o'clock, depending on what's going on, and try to end it right around 3:30. So we can watch our Knicks try to go 3-0 against the Boston Celtics. Sorry, Charles Thrawley. If you're watching this an hour later, your Pacers did not get the job done last night. But they're still up 2-1 in a good spot. BJ said, good morning. I love today's cartoon short. I shared it everywhere. Aw, thank you so much, BJ. I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. Guys, we got a comment on one of our videos from someone who has 180,000 subs saying they love our channel. I was so hyped seeing that this morning. I just saved an inchwormy from drowning in a puddle. I'm gonna let him go. There you go, Mr. Inchworm, be free. He was stuck in that water in that wheelbarrow. Husky Dog is back in the chat. Nicole said, it's adorable, BJ. Thank you, Nicole. BJ, I was trying to think of the new breed or type of German Shepherd you've been saying in the chat, but I could not for the life of me remember the name. Do you mind sharing that again? I want to look it up. I was trying to remember and I could not remember. Husky Dog sent so many white hearts for the puppies. Husky Dog, bless you, my friend. Anubis, I was so close. I thought it was something like that. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. Anubis. ANU bus. All right, it's locked in my brain forever. I'll never forget it. Luann said, I am a dog travert, a person who prefers to spend time with dogs rather than people. Same. Let's see, we got 8 votes now. Let's see how the poll is doing. 25% said introvert, 12% said extrovert, 62% said ambivert. Maybe if this is our poll question again in part 2, I'll have to put dog travert on there for you, Luann. Sharon said, Luann, me too, big time. Peter, you love the doggies? Luann said, LOL, yes. So, I have a massive task ahead of me, everybody. We got like the biggest wood delivery of all time delivered in our yard. And I don't know why, but the truck, because we have like double wide gates right here, so the truck could have fit through and gone all the way back to the woodshed, which is all the way back there. You guys remember, even past that red maple tree? But it just dropped it all in our front yard. So let me show you the pile that we currently have a machine splitting it. Apollo. There's more right here. It's all stacking up. It's very loud, so I'll just show it quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be moving all of that to the back woodshed. That's not gonna be fun. You think it's also called the Pharaoh Hound, BJ? Gotcha. I see Matt Veg is back in the chat. What's up, Matt Veg? Welcome. Steven, you know the plant I relax in? What would you do if you saw me getting into it, buried in its tendrils? I might have to join you, Peter. If I was close enough to see, I don't know if I could let you have all the fun alone. Husky Dog said, I have a secondary channel titled Clifford 2000 Fan. Being Dog themselves should comment on those videos. Sounds amazing. Matt Veg is saying hello. Connie said, oh, what a mess. OMG, that's tons of wood. I know my back is going to be broken by the end of it. But that's okay, right? It's okay. I'm only crying on the inside. What if these dogs had different colored collars? It'd be a lot easier to tell them apart, I guess, right? But we don't really put collars on our pups. We kind of we wouldn't use collars often, so. I think we like the natural look. What do you guys think? Do dogs look better without collars? Leandro Mendez in the chat with the YouTube heart emojis, pray emojis. What's up, Leandro? Nicole said, you can do it, Steven. You guys might have to keep me company. I'm sure it's going to take me many, many days. Maybe we'll have to do it together one day. If only you guys all lived closer, we could get it done in one afternoon. I would put you all to work. Matt Veg says, is the author's name Steven? It is, Matt Veg. I am Steven. Nice to meet you. Luann said, no collars. Yes, that's the way, right? Where'd the ball go? Ah, there it is. Sophia's back in the chat saying hello. What's up, Sophia? Nicole, no collar is the wave. I agree. I totally agree. You guys have to watch out. We're going to do a nightcap video today retelling the Leyla girl name origin story, which, Sophia, your question sparked it all off. Or I don't know if you actually asked a question or if I was just talking to you, but I know I mentioned you right in the beginning. So watch out for that video. It's going to be coming out late tonight. But if you guys are up. Wow, what a catch. What a catch, Apollo. Jen said, absolutely 100% agree. How was your day, everyone? Our day's been good so far. I woke up very early today for me on the weekend. I woke up like 7:45, played a chess game, started making the coffee, let the dogs out. Did really nothing, just kind of chilled for a while, drank the coffee. I actually started editing the video that we're gonna release tonight on our channel. Posted a video on another account I have, and then bada boom, bada bing, here we are back with the A&L fam. BJ said, I don't have a collar on Sherman in the yard. If we can all teleport, we can move the wood in no time. I wish. Nice to meet you, Steven. Woolen nutties to you. Hello. What is woolen nutties? That sounds a little, I'm not sure what the meaning of that is. If that's a friendly saying by you or no. 1 like away from 10 already? Let's do it. Double tap those phone screens, everyone. Send the likes our way for the king and queen. Sunshine, no rain. Still raining here. Ah, Luann's. The sun will be by you soon enough, I believe. We've had too much rain recently. All the dogs we had wore collars. Clifford and his doggy pals wore collars. Peter said, speaking of collars, Asteroid invented the anti-gravity collar that gives dogs the ability to fly, climb walls, and walk on the ceiling. That's amazing, Peter. Oh my gosh, I wish I could get that collar for Apollo and Leyla. It'd be fun to watch them fly. Introverts are now leading in the poll. Oh boy. We've had a lot of new votes, everybody. Introverts are taking the lead. All of us introverts can unite together. We'll all come out of our shell together here on the Apollo and Leyla chats. BJ said if there was an anti-gravity collar, I would wear it. Oh, wow, the wind just knocked over the plant. It's windy out here today. Sounds like some jets and stuff. Wow, super windy. I'm just gonna leave the plants on the ground actually. Does Matt mean dog? I got no idea. Wow, with all this wind, Miss Piggy and Mr. Sloth are not moving an inch. Still up there together forever. All right, we smashed through the double-digit like goal. Next one we're chasing is the 20 mark. Double tap those phone screens if you haven't. Steven, you have a machine that cuts the wood? Well, we actually live right near a farm, and my stepdad grew up with the guy who owns the farm, so we borrow it from them from time to time when we get wood deliveries. It's not actually our machine, but the thing is awesome. You just put the wood on there and it slices it and dices it up really nice. Brody said they should be together in that position, LOL. What's up, Brody? Welcome to our part 1 stream on the day. Awesome Miss Piggy and Mr. Sloth. The anti-gravity collar gently lifts the dogs 6 feet into the air and lets them gently float along. That is so fun, Peter. Where is Kermit the Frog? He should be with Miss Piggy. We need a Kermit plushie. We don't have one yet. Brody said, happy Saturday, all. Same to you, Brody. Same to you. I hope it's going good so far. We took a break on our walk to watch the King and Queen. We will continue in 5 minutes. Awesome, Jens. How far along are you today? We started the stream slightly earlier than usual. So are you more in the beginning of your walk? Are you in the middle? How much do you got left? Nicole said, oh, gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah, we're lucky that we know that guy. Otherwise, chopping this wood with like an axe or whatever would be a multi-month job. We got so much wood delivered. Bunch of highs to Brody in the chat. You're halfway, Jens? There you go. Perfect time for a pit stop. Nancy's in the chat with all of the hearts. Thank you, Nancy. Welcome to the stream today. Oh my gosh, Jens, you walk so much. You have 6 more miles to go on the way back. So what is that going to take, like 2 hours? Good for you. Nancy with the hello waves. I wish my family let our dogs walk around outside more. BJ said, wow, Jens, my feet hurt thinking about it. I know, that's a lot of walking, right? 12 miles total. Wow. Brody said the most I ever did was like 12 miles of a walk. My dog was teaching. I made videos like this of our dogs when they were, mom to give him food. Connie sent the hearts for Queen Leyla and more hearts for the King Apollo. Thank you, Connie. Oh, Jen said, no, it's not only walking, we jog as well. So that's a bit faster. Wow. Rockstar is going to have a field day with this footage. Husky Dog, I hope Rockstar sees the footage. I don't think we're quite on Rockstar's radar. Nancy sent the triple hearts for Apollo and Leyla. Thank you, Nancy. Peter said, they sure are, BJ. That's what the plant is designed for. Connie said, awesome, Jens. I see Miles has entered the chat. What's up, Miles? I think Apollo was saying good morning to you. Were you saying good morning to Miles? Or are you saying throw the ball now? Throw the ball now. Rockstar would be awesome. Bunch of hellos to Miles in the chat. Miles said, good morning to you too. It's quite the windy day out here today. I thought the wind was gone for the summer, but nope, it has made a return. I hope the sound is all right. It's not too breezy in the mic. Jen said, staying healthy for the pup. 15 likes so far. Tap, tap, and double tap, please. 15 likes in 19 minutes. Very good start to our Saturday morning stream. Apollo is saying, throw the damn ball, I think. You could be very right about that. Can I get a please in there somewhere, Apollo? Fake left. Fake right. Up, Leyla a bit hard. Go deep. Connie said, LOL, yeah, Brody. You're gonna send a message to Ruth and Alicia. Thank you, Jens. I feel like Alicia's a little nocturnal. I don't know if she's up at this hour. Have you ever laughed at something serious by mistake? Sophia, maybe in like, if it's a text, if it's in these live streams or in a text message, but I don't think ever in person, because you can kind of get the way it's said, but sometimes through text it's a little more difficult. Cover 2 defense right there. Oh my gosh, our dogs would be awesome safeties. Brody, I don't know what was going on last night, but I had dreams all night that I was playing football again in high school. I was on my high school football team, and I was playing running back, and I was just going crazy. I think I ran for like 400 yards in a single game. I was breaking every tackle. Luann said she was up late, LOL. Luann, do you know Alicia in real life? I think she was telling me that she brought you into the A&L fam. Or just connected on YouTube. BJ said, Peter, the opening is good. I definitely would want an opening to breathe comfortably, no doubt. Messages are sended. Thank you. Thank you, Jens. BJ said, I love dreams of old sports days. Oh, I know. You know what's crazy? I actually was dreaming about it. I woke up and I was like, wow, that was an awesome dream. I went back to sleep and the dream continued, which almost never, ever, ever happens to me. I feel like I don't dream a lot to begin with. But like to wake up, go back to sleep and continue the same dream, that is extra rare. My favorite dreams are when I'm blocking for running backs, LOL. Luann said I do not. Okay, I got you, Luann. I still sometimes dream of pitching softball games. Aren't those the best? Connie said, that's great, Steven. Love awesome dreams. Ruth is in the chat. What's up, Ruth? Thank you, Jens. No notification again. Derek Carr retired? Wow, that's surprising. He has been injured a lot, I guess. But he's still kind of young, right? Isn't he like 33, 34? For QB, that's kind of on the earlier side. She posted one of my videos and I was gratefully adopted into the community. He got wrecked, bro. He got wrecked in his time with the Raiders. Hello, puppy. Yeah, especially with the Raiders. I also sometimes dream of old hikes up in the mountains and continuing on where the original one left off. That's awesome, BJ. Bonus question then, BJ. How would it feel being buried in the plant's tendrils? Have you guys ever had nightmares about real life stuff? Like when I used to be a waiter back in the day, sometimes I would have this nightmare where, I don't know if anybody's worked in the restaurant industry, but there's this thing called being like double sat, which is when you get 2 tables at exactly the same time. I would have nightmares where I would just keep getting tables, another table, I just couldn't keep up. And I was like, oh my God. I was getting overwhelmed. I was in the weeds. That's another restaurant term. And then I'd wake up and I'd be like, thank God it's not real. Charlie Edwards is back in the chat. What's up, Charlie? So is Leyla Spade? She is indeed, Luann. I have nightmares about retail working at Apple. Oh God, you were one of the, what do they call that? The Genius Bar employees? Layla girl, can I get that bally? Bonjour. In the weeds, I remember those days. Oh my gosh, I've been in the weeds one too many times. There was my worst shift ever working at a restaurant. It was one of the days right around New Year's. I don't know, it might have even been like December 31st. I don't know. It was some holiday that the restaurant thought it wasn't going to be busy. So there was only 2 of us working. And the restaurant I worked in had like 40 tables, 50 tables total. And there was only 2 of us and the restaurant was full. Oh my God. I was sweating buckets, running around with like a chicken with their head cut off. It was a crazy, crazy night. One time I dreamt my whole family were dogs. I love dogs. Genius bar, yeah. I would be in trouble putting customers first, not crushing goals. You would actually try to help people, Brody, instead of just upselling them on stuff. 25 amazing people, 17 total likes, 17 votes. Thank you all. 50 tables, yeah. It was me and this other woman, and we were like just like running around like mad. I made a killing in the end, but I would never do that again, or I never want to do that again. Is there credence to the expression, all dogs go to heaven? I think so. I think every puppy has a good soul. Nightmares mean bad dreams, right? If yes, then what called good dreams? Yeah, nightmares are bad dreams, Sophia, that is correct. Good dreams, you just say like, oh, I had an amazing dream last night, or I had a great dream last night. There's no real term, I don't believe. Brody, my philosophy is customers first. If you put them first, a return customer in the future, true. Brody said, I hated upselling. If they didn't need it, it's their money, not mine. Oh, so Brody, you don't have that corporate business vulture attitude in you. That's what they want you to have. Jen said, okay, amazing people, we will continue our journey. See and hear you all soon. Make sure to remind people to like, share, and subscribe. Please. See you soon, Jens. Enjoy the rest of your walk. I don't want to go to heaven if there is no animals. Definitely. I believe all dogs go to heaven. God's creation has a place in heaven. Connie said, all animals go to heaven. Ruth said, hi, Stephen, Apollo, and Leyla girl. Sophia gave the thumbs up emoji. Thank you, Sophia. Connie said, see you soon, Jens and King Thor. Good catch, Leyla. I believe great customer service is a guaranteed sale in the future with the same customer. I always tried to give great customer service when I was a waiter. I would try to be very personable, make their meal a pleasant experience. I think being a waiter was actually very helpful to me in learning how to like talk to people. I would highly recommend it if you're like someone who's younger and you don't really think you have people skills. Peter said, I've got to go now, my friends, as I've got things to do. Thanks for the live stream, and I'll see you again later on. Cheers, Stephen. Thank you, Peter. We will certainly see you later on. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. I always give great waiters and delivery people extra special tips. I'm sure they love that too, BJ. It's very, their earnings are highly dependent on the tips they make. I always tip well now too because I know how important it is coming from that industry. Tim Apple's Apple Store is crushing goals and killing it. They look like they would be great hearing dogs, the way they watch you and crouch down and get real focus. Cool to watch. They do got those big old bunny ears too, right, Luann's? I wonder how much better are my dogs and, dogs in general. How much better is their hearing than ours? I know their smelling is like 100 times better or whatever, but can they hear a lot better as well? I even give Christmas bonus to mail carrier and delivery. That's great, BJ. That's very kind. You're putting out positive karma into the universe when you do that. And that positive karma will come back to you. Whether it's sooner or later, it's good to do. Herding dogs. Oh, okay, Luann. Gotcha. Brody said, I'm Italian, BJ. Take care of who cares over your food. Yeah. I absolutely believe in tipping my servers. My Sherman from inside the house can hear people walking by up the sidewalk and talking to each other. Yes, they do. Dogs have better hearing than I do. Sophia said their face. My dogs can hear a cricket fart. Do crickets fart? Ruth commented, petunias. Aren't those a flower? Oh, is that what those are? Ruth, you have a good eye for plants. BJ, my garbage guys love being tipped in the heat. BJ said, I agree with you, Brody. Hennessy, sorry for the fat fingers. Oh, you tip them in Hennessy? That makes a lot more sense now. That's funny. Connie, you do that also? Got a bunch of kind people in the chat. Don't know, can't hear it, but they can. Would these dogs want to be service and rescue dogs, even police dogs? I wouldn't want them to be police dogs because I think there's some kind of rule where, like, when you're a working dog like that for police, like, you can't, there's something about, like, you can't show them, like, a certain amount of love, or I don't know, there's some weird rule where it's like they're not, like, actually truly a pet. They're like a worker for the department. Ruth said, yes, I've grown petunias. They love it more, LMAO. Do you guys want to check on the garden? Maybe the rain has made some of the plants shoot up a bit since we last looked. I think it's been like 2 or 3 days. Apollo, hello. Leyla girl. I love that Apollo and Leyla like playing so much and are focused on like what I'm doing. They don't even care that like there's a massive hole they could escape through and that the gate's been open for like 2 days now. I've had dogs in the past that they would try to find any kind of escape route, and at the second that they could leave, they would flee. White Germans aren't really recommended as working dogs, more service dogs. Ooh. These tomatoes definitely look a little bit taller. Your dogs are our therapy dogs. Not much change. Whatever these things are look a little bit bigger too. I know working canines that are great family pets. Know some military dogs that are work in dangerous areas can't be socialized the same. That's the movie that I love about the woman who was in the Marines who adopted her puppy and had a really, really hard time. They get PTSD just like people do. What did Brody say? My breeder told me white Germans aren't better as service dogs. Connie said, you have good doggies. I agree, Connie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey! I'll throw the ball in a minute, Apollo. Trying to find the best angle for the garden right now. Not too much change. Nothing to write home about. The breeder trained dogs for the military around the world. German Shepherds can be trained to be amazing service dogs. Ruth said, hi, chickies. Hi, chickies. That is a great movie, Steven. Dogs do get PTSD. It takes a long time to calm them. Some need to be in special kennels after retirement. Apollo said, back to me now. Yes, Luanz. Apollo loves being... If Apollo was answering our personality poll, he would be extrovert. He loves to be the center of attention. When the camera goes off him, he gets tight. Connie said hi. Hello, Connie. Dutch won't let me cry without me getting me booped in the face. I know Apollo's the same way. You didn't even run that time, buddy boy. Wow, we're getting close to 20 likes here. Tap those phones. Who's going to be the 20th like? Let us know in the chat. We'll show you some love. We've now had 20 votes. Let's see if Introverted is still in first. Wow. Introverted has taken a wide lead. It's got 60% of the vote right now. Extrovert has 15%. Ambivert has 25%. Did Miss Piggy and Mr. Sloth survive the rain? They did, Ruth. They're still up there. Even in the wind, too. They're together forever. My Sherman is trained to help me get up if I fall in the yard. He knows to lean in on me until I can get to my feet. He alerts me when people arrive, as I have hearing problems. Sit Means Sit is a great training service in NJ. They train the bad dogs for minor league baseball. Oh, the bat dogs for minor league baseball teams. Yeah, Connie said a boop for Dutch. A boop on the snoop. I'll boop Dutch for you, Smiley, LOL. He likes when I do it back. You just said that is great, Brody. If we were all extroverts, we would be doing something instead of on our phones and computers. I'm okay with it, though. True, I think the YouTube community is probably leans into the introvert land more than the extrovert. Connie said Miss Piggy and Mr. Sloth had a shower together. Kermit would have fit. Brody said, I'm an introvert and rather be here. Drew said, aw, Connie, they're a sweet couple. They're a match made in heaven, Layla girl. It's kind of chilly out here. Sherman would be more than happy to help people in tennis courts gather their tennis balls and practice. Sophia said, so what about you? I mean, which personality types are you? Oh, I'm definitely introverted. Definitely introverted. I've heard the term of like your social battery or whatever. And it's a way to describe like how much you like being out with a bunch of people. I have a social battery that gets drained instantly. I have no problem being alone with my pups. Stand in the sun, get your vitamin D. My favorite thing about my Dutchie dog is giving therapy for those who work in the drive-thrus, LOL. Dogtrovert. BJ said I tend to be more introverted. I'm definitely getting more willing or enjoying, being around people as I get older. I think my peak extrovert was like high school and college, and I think the pandemic didn't help because we were all locked away. But I think since then I've started to become more extroverted. It's funny that I'm an introvert, and like basically what I do for work now is talk like live with you guys and with other people. It's like all I do is talk with people, which is funny. It's a little ironic. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a real test of if you're an introvert or extrovert. When I was growing up in school and I had to do public speeches I would literally be nervous for days. Like not able to sleep, like freaking out. Then I'd get up there, my heart would be pounding. I would be so nervous to speak in front of the entire class. Oh my God, I hated that so. I cannot put into words how much I hated doing that. I would be freaking out. I think I'm an animal introvert. I'm more extroverted if I have Sherman with me out in public. If he is with me in the store, I chat with people more. Brody said, I'm like, shut up and show me your pet, LOL. Peter Pan, I don't know what his deal is. He comes in the chat, comments something like nasty every day. It's so weird. But he comes back though. It's strange. Give me that buddy. Give me that buddy. Boop. Boop. Apollo. Can I get that bolly? You want to play tug of war with me now? It's funny, you always let go for Leyla, but for Steven, you always hang on. Let go, Apollo. Peter Pan is a troll. Ouch. You almost bit my finger. I only got through presentations by looking over the heads of people. I got so lucky. I was taking this class in college, and I had to do like a 20-minute presentation. It was going to be the longest presentation of my entire life, and it was solo. It was actually, what was the class? It was evolution. You had to pick like a species and like make a project on it and blah, blah, go through it all. And we had that class twice per week, and there was only one person that gave a presentation each class because they were 20 minutes long. So, and I was about to go. I was going to give my presentation the following week, right? Guess what that week turned out to be? Guess what the date of it was? It was like the end of March in 2020. Guess what happened to our class? They went all virtual from COVID, and I never had to give the presentation. Oh my God, I was so happy. I was through the moon. How would these dogs like Paw Patrol? There's a GSD named Chase in that cartoon. The show is all the rage nowadays. I don't know if they'd even really notice the telly. Maybe if there was actual dog noises, their ears would perk up and their eyes would light up, but they don't really notice things like that on the television. Connie said a troll, a kid most likely. COVID, lucky you. COVID? Yep. I was literally set to present the next week, and that was the first week our school went online. What was your favorite subject during your school time? Probably science. I was a bio major. No, don't drink that. You have water. Apollo. I would have to say science probably. Right here. You got good clean water right here. If you want to drink. Husky Dog said math. Paw Patrol was the favorite of my past dog Rocco. Dutch loves watching Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, I love Stranger Things. What an awesome show. I can't wait I think the next season is the final season ever. Can't wait for that to come out. Connie said English and writing literature. It is funny how some dogs love to watch the big screen TV. Sophia, what's your favorite subject? Did you guys, anybody who's been to college already, I noticed that like, at least at my college, there was a lot of classes that were kind of like, it seemed like they were almost like just for fun. Like, are they even a real class? So I had this one class when I was like a junior, might have even been my senior year, where I could take like electives. So it was like, I forget what the full name of it, but it had something to do with like African American in Hollywood, and it was basically you'd watch a movie every class, and then you'd write a report about like the significance of the movie and what happened in the movie and yada yada yada. You'd write like a 2-page paper on it, but you'd literally, the entire class was watching another different movie each week. It was awesome. Probably Spanish for you, Husky Dog. He makes me feel like Hopper. Dude, Hopper is so his character development in that show is awesome. He's like a superhero now. I love the sciences and biology. The one thing I loved as a side hobby was American history or cinema. How is the recession affecting dogs? How is their investment portfolio doing? I don't think there is a recession right now. Their investment portfolio is doing very well because they have Bitcoin, our puppies. Biology, chemistry, and physics. I like biology the most. Sophia, you're like me. I was a bio major. Unfortunately, I no longer use my diploma in any shape, way, or form. So that's a sad waste of money. But you live and learn, right, folks? At least I didn't go to some major school that has like $100K per year tuition. There's some people that are coming out of college nowadays with like $200,000 of debt. It's insane. Brody, you took African American cinema too? Oh yeah, it was such a fun class. Shout out Howard Johnson, my teacher, professor, I should say. Bitcoin, how much value is that? Well, one Bitcoin is now worth 103,000. Oh, that's a surprising answer. Glad to hear that. Sarah, nice to see you in the chat. Welcome to the A&L fam. I don't think I've seen your name before. Good to have you in here today. Hopefully you enjoy the streams. Philosophy major, ended up an IT support person. Brody, if I could do it all over, I would definitely take more philosophy classes. I really enjoy all of the topics around philosophy and thinking deeply. I really enjoy that stuff. I wish I took it more when I was younger. Connie said, that is insane. Waste of money. What, Bitcoin? No, Connie. Got to do your homework. My nephew was a psych and law and justice major and is a CTO of an IT company. That's awesome. He's doing well for himself. Shout out BJ's nephew. Tis should have went to trade school and joined a union. Yeah, I think that's becoming much more popular within society now, Sarah. I think people are kind of over the college. Oh, okay, Connie, I gotcha. People are over the scam of college where it was said that you need to go to college. They give you these loans when you're 17, 18 years old that are, you can't default. Some people become 50, 100, 200K in debt. And then you're like a slave of the system, right? You got to work the job to make the money, to pay the debt, and then rinse and repeat. Khaled is in the chat. Hi, how are you all? We are doing great here, Khaled. These dogs should do skits. We need to do skits, Apollo. Husky Dog, we do kind of do skits in our shorts. If you could check those out, some of them are pretty funny. Brody said, I went to college to learn how to be a better person. My one professor would joke, I got a criminal justice degree, philosophy degree, and an IT minor. I was a black belt away from becoming Batman. Apollo. BJ said, I agree, Steven. The key to learn a skill, do something you love. Odds are life will teach you something you love more as you go through life. I agree, BJ. I love Teddy and Archie and their new sister, Ruby. Like if out of high school, it was popular for kids to kind of, whatever like field they're interested in, you know, finance, business, science, trade school, whatever it is, if they could just like get a mentorship and like be on the job for a year and experience it, they would learn more in that year than they do in 4 years of college. What is Teddy and Archie? Is that a cartoon or a TV show? Leyla girl, are you gonna give me that bally? Leyla, where you going? Life is like The Price is Right. You aim it up the best you can, but you will end up where you end up. Brody, in that sense, I kind of fall in the mindset of like you reap what you sow. Like if you put enough energy, effort, positivity into the world, I think in the end you truly get what you deserve, even if there's bumps along the road and, you know, bad things that happen along the way. You think you should be here and you're not there yet. I think in the end, the universe does reward you for what you put into it, like ultimately. So if you're unhappy, everybody, where you are currently, make a switch up, start putting more into the world, and I think it's possible to really benefit your own life in that way. Crypto is a necessity with all the technology in the world. Diversity in life is the key and balance. Crypto's the future. Although I wouldn't really say crypto. I kind of don't like I only like Bitcoin, essentially. I'm a Bitcoin maxi. Oh, okay, Ruth, that's a guy in a golden. They do skits on YouTube, really funny. I've seen some of their videos. They do make really, really funny videos. You end up sticking with what you want to do, even at your worst. BJ said the journey. Karma is real too. Love each other. Bitcoin, cha-ching. Yeah, karma is real, I think, at least. Bitcoin is the new stock exchange. I think Bitcoin is established. Oh yeah, there's so much. Once you dive deeper and deeper into Bitcoin, there's just, it is its own thing, separate from all other crypto. There's a lot of things, how it was made. Satoshi Nakamoto being I don't want to get too, I know you guys probably are bored by this stuff, but let's see if I can hit that tree on a fly. Ready? You think I could do it, Apollo? Ready, set, go. Hey, I did it. Easy. $23 likes now, 22 votes, 13 amazing Apollo and Leyla fans still sticking around in minute 53. Thank you guys who've been watching the whole time. I appreciate it. Brody said, I always say to some of these young kids I meet that the journey is the destination and the destination is the journey. Oh, that's hard, Brody. I like that. That is a fire line right there. There was a time when people thought that Social Security and Social Security number was bad. Bitcoin is just the same. People uncomfortable with change. Yeah. It's natural, I feel like, for people to not like new things and be hesitant, skeptical. Human nature. Honestly, what I'm worried about is like, if you guys have any experience, like, I guess since you're all on YouTube, you're probably semi at least like good with technology. But there was like a generation of people who got completely lost in the world once like tech came around and emails and the internet and like, you know, navigation and like all of like my grandparents, they were just completely lost with that stuff. I feel like crypto and AI is kind of the next level of that, where I think some people are like just never gonna get it, never gonna use it, kind of like opt out. And then like the next generation of people are gonna be the ones who really. Why are you eating the grass? Stop. I don't like when you eat the grass. I know the chat says it's okay, but can't be good. Brody said new things are not what I'm used to. Each generation is different. They were like dinosaurs? Who, the people that didn't use the internet? BJ said, I just go along with the ride when changes happen. I know if I can't change something, that I need to adjust my expectations. Brody said, I'm going to be punching the air because I can't reset my password while in the new gen. We all get to that point. I've come to the stage where, you know how, like, I don't know if you guys have iPhones that kind of just suggest a password on the keychain. I'm just like, fine, Apple, remember for me. I trust Apple. I don't even make my own passwords anymore. I'm like, sure, Apple, you can have the keys to my whole life, my whole internet life. It helps with their digestive tummy aches in the grass. But they eat it like every day. So does that mean their stomachs are bothering them every day? Is it something wrong with the food? BJ said many in my generation are dinosaurs. I feel like I grew up with dinosaurs. The chlorophyll in the grass makes their breath springtime fresh. It makes them puke. That's what I always thought, Luanz. I thought, but our dogs never throw up and they eat grass every day. So I don't know, I'm confused. Before I was talking with our chat on here, I always thought that when a dog's stomach hurt, they would come outside and eat grass because it made them throw up. So they would like clear their system. But our dogs eat the grass every day and they never throw up. So strange. Try the farmer's dog. Their food is great for dogs. Husky dog. That is my dream brand to work with. I really want to be sponsored by the farmer's dog one day. Unfortunately, right now, their food is quite expensive. So it's not really going to be in the picture at the moment. But if I could get a sponsorship with them, that would be amazing. I agree with you. I think their food is awesome. Dogs generally eat grass in spring, like a spring tonic. They generally don't eat old summer grass. Sophia said how they looked at the camera is really funny. There's many theories on why they do it. BJ said my cat loves spring green grass. Interesting. Leyla, are you Leyla loafing for the fam? Send them a message, farmer's dog. I have many a times. I've even filled out several times on their website. They have like a thing you could fill out, like for social media content creators, like fill it out if you want to work with us. Sadly, they have not said yes yet, but day by day, the channel grows, the community grows, and I believe one day we shall be there in due time. Inshallah. Khalid said, do your dogs have any puppies? No, they do not. So our dogs, Khalid, are actually brother and sister. So they couldn't have any pups, or shouldn't have any pups, I should say. But Leyla is spayed, so she will never have any pups. Apollo, if we find the lucky lady one day, maybe Apollo can have some Apollo puppies, but nothing is planned for right now. Brody said, I wish they got to sponsor your channel. Me too, Brody. I believe it will happen one day. I truly do. We just got to put in the work. We got to earn it, you know? You know? All right, folks, we're smashing through that 20 like goal. We're up to 25. Let's see if we can hit 30 on the part one. Leyla looping for you all. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I'm starting to get semi-hungry. I'm excited to eat those eggies and chicken sausage when I go inside. Brody, you use the link? Thank you. There's one. Farmer's Dog, are you hearing that? I can make you at least one sale. What would our code be? This is a fun game. Apollo and Leyla, I feel like, is too long to be a code for any brand. What would our code be? A&L? I think it would have to be something shorter, right? 2. I would too, said Luann's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. See the Farmer's Dog? You're missing out. You could be gaining some customers from the Apollo and Leyla family. BJ said, I think there will be more and more companies like Farmer's Dog as people realize the benefits of a well-balanced dog food. Some pop up when I'm on my Apollo and Leyla Instagram. Since that's all like dog-related stuff, I get ads for a bunch of different dog companies now popping up on that page. I think there's a lot of startups. You're right, BJ. They're seeing the wave, seeing where things are going. Brody said, I'll email them later. Brody, I would appreciate that. I really would. Double white hearts, copyright the white hearts. I know the white hearts is actually really cool, right, Luann's? I'm so happy we got that trend going now that everybody in the community kind of knows it, knows what the deal is with that. I think it's a kind of a special thing that we got going there. Right, Apollo? Chewy or Bark Box would be cool. If I had the option to choose like any dog thing, I wanted to do the Farmer's brand because I want to promote like natural, healthy dog food. You know, like that's the reason why I say them. What is Bark Box? Is that like a Chewy competitor? Basically the same thing. Luann said he agrees. Apollo, do the double white hearts in the chat make you happy? Was that a yes? No doubt? Do you cook for your dogs? Well, sometimes we add like bone broth into their stuff, or we'll add some egg yolks or leftover meat from dinners, but besides that, not really. Like, there's no set rotation where like I dedicate and like make, food for them. As the country supports healthy food for people, you will see more and more companies do the same for our pets. Totally agree. BarkBox is like the monthly sub for Box for Toys. Dutch goes nuts for BarkBox. That's fun. Can you dress your dogs up like Clifford? Well, Husky Dog, we tried putting these bunny ears on our pets and they didn't like it too much. I don't know how they like wearing a full bodysuit of Clifford, the big red dog. Health is the future. Yeah, you can feel it within the culture, right, BJ? Everybody's caring more about health these days. Connie said, okay. I think America definitely hit peak fatness in like the 2010s, maybe the 2000s. No, probably the 2010s. It was like fast food culture, dyes in food, fake sugar, soda, candy, ice cream, everywhere. But there's definitely been a massive switch up recently. I'm still not allowed to dress Dutch as Danhausen. Leyla girl, you want to do one more throw for the chat? Everybody will do one more big throw here for Apollo and Leyla. And then we will begin to wrap it up. I make my dog the same food that I eat during the week. Anything a dog can't have, I add my own food later. Animals are living longer now. Humans are also living longer. Connie, do you think there will ever be a day where humans live forever? Where science gets so good? Or even if technology gets so good that you like upload your being? You think that's possible? Sophia said, well, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is orange. What's your favorite color? Husky Dog said, puppy girl Leyla. Connie said, I don't know, maybe. COVID hit the human expectancy in the US. All right, chat. We're not doing a best 2 out of 3 on this stream, but who do you think will win the final throw, Apollo or Leyla? Vote now. It's a winner-take-all throw. My neighbor had a cat that lived to be 23 years old. Wow, that's an old kitty cat. You will upload your consciousness? Yeah, it's like a Black Mirror, right, Brody? I feel like everything looks good in a different color. That's why I like all color. Okay, I got you, Sophia. BJ said Apollo. Luann said Leyla. Connie said Leyla. Girl power. Another Leyla in the chat. All right, I'm going to fake right, then go deep left. Ready? Fake right. Go deep left. Wow. Apollo won again. He wins all of these competitions. It's so strange. Sorry, I was too zoomed in. Imagine a skit where Apollo and Leyla are superheroes. Puppy girl power. Apollo does better on sunny days. Yo, Wilmer's in the chat. What's up? Sorry, Wilmer, you're catching us right at the end, but love seeing you in the chat. Long time no see. It has been. I hope you've been doing well. Connie said, wow, Apollo. She fakes too hard. Yeah, she bites for the fake. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I have to stop doing the fakes. She overcommits. Tanya Marie, so glad it's nice out for them today. Thank you, Tanya. I know we've had such bad weather. It's nice to have a nice sunny day out here finally. Thank you. There he goes again. Devouring those leafy greens, huh? Paw Patrol skit would be funny. Oh my gosh, I was just about to end and now we've got a bunch of new people hopping in here. Holly Ann's in here as well. I think YouTube's like, what? You're about to leave? We're gonna show you to a bunch of new people. Blue 42, Leyla girl. Thank you, Luanns, for the double white hearts. Leyla girl. All right, I lied. We're gonna do one more final throw for all of the people that just joined in. I'll give you guys another chance to vote who's gonna get it. This is, for real, the final throw. If you voted Leyla, are you gonna stick with your pup or are you gonna switch up and change sides? Let's see, no fake. Yeah, I won't do any fake. Omaha, Omaha. Holly said Apollo, maybe. Husky said Apollo. Luann said Leyla girl. Watch the cover too. Should I throw it right or left? I think right, Leyla has a little bit of advantage because considering she's on the right. Left, Apollo might get the advantage. I see a lot of Leylas. I saw a couple Apollos. Husky said left. Just want me to throw it straight up? All right, ready? Should I just throw it up in the air, straight up? Left, up, center, left, down the middle. All right, I'm just gonna try to throw it like kind of in that direction over there, but I'm gonna throw it like high so they both have a chance to track it in the air. All right, ready, set, go. Apollo won again. Darn, Apollo, you're too good. You win all the competitions. This is crazy. This is crazy. Apollo won it. Yay. Whoever voted Apollo, congrats. You win. Bragging rights is what you win. Throw that up over that like your Uncle Rico. All right, chat. We are about to leave. Spam those white hearts in the chat as we wrap it up here today. We will be back live fairly soon because the Knickerbockers play against the Boston Celtics at 3:30 p.m. today. So I'm going to be going back live at 2:30. So I guess it is a normal rotation. That's about 3 hours from now because we're going to stream before that game starts because we want to be watching that. So I saw question marks flying out of their heads. Yeah, they were confused. They're like, where'd the ball go? I need to remortgage now. Holly Ann, subscribe to Luann's. Thank you, Connie, for the white hearts. Ruth for the white hearts. Luann's. Who else? So many people. BJ. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Nicole said bye to the fam with the double white hearts. Tanya said, have a great day. You too, Tanya. Husky Dog sent 1,000,000 white hearts. Thank you, Husky Dog. Ruth sent some hearts for Jens. Knicks Pacers, bro. I believe, Brody. I believe. All right, everybody. Peace and love. We will see you in just a couple of hours from now on our double dose. If you have any amazing poll ideas, as always, feel free to comment them on any of our shorts, our videos. I can remember them better when they're in the comments on the videos versus live in the poll. So that is appreciated if you do that. If you haven't checked out our short from the day, give that a view. Boop, Apollo, Leyla. Boop, Leyla.